Hey everybody, Brett from the BC Fit Kitchen. We're gonna work on making chicken tastier. So what we're gonna put together is a super easy single skillet chicken with beans and greens. If you give me just a second, I'm gonna get the cook lab set up and we'll get going on this. Okay, so now we got the kitchen all set up to do the one skillet chicken. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by getting the oil going. That'll be the fat in our meal for the chicken. 1 tablespoon of, I'm putting in avocado oil. Get that warm over medium heat here. And then what we'll do is I'm gonna add 24 ounces of uncooked chicken. 4 servings of 6 ounces each. So we're gonna put that in there, gonna go about 3-4 minutes, and then we're gonna turn it over onto the other side. We're gonna try to get it nice and golden brown. We're not gonna cook it all the way through because it's still gonna take a simmer at the end. Okay, so now these are done. Now we're gonna get them off of the skillet here. Then next, what we're going to do is we're going to start browning the onions. So what I got is I got 1.5 cups of chopped onions. I'm going to get dropped right in the mixture here. And we're going to let that cook for about 5 minutes or so until we get those good and golden brown. Okay, so we've got a great golden brown on these onions right now. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the greens and start with the beans. So I'm gonna get the 6 cups of kale put in there. I got a can of garbanzo or chickpeas. I got a can of fire roasted tomatoes and a 1/2 cup of chicken stock. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cover this and then I'm gonna get this brought to a boil. Getting a good boil set up on this. So I'm just gonna let it go for just a little bit longer so that we can get the kale and we can get all the juices and everything mixed in before we add the chicken back. Okay, now that I've got this to a boil, I'm gonna add the last 2 ingredients before the chicken goes back in. What I have is a tablespoon of wine vinegar and 2 teaspoons of sugar. Okay, so now that we've got that in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to return the chicken to the pot here. And now I'm going to get it covered and I'm going to let it simmer. I'm going to reduce the heat and let it simmer for about 10 minutes or so. Where we want to be at is we want to be at about 160-degree temperature on there by the time that it's all done. I'm going to talk a little about the macro level on this. So this total meal right here is 4 servings. And in each of those servings, you're going to have 394 calories, 42 grams of protein, 25 grams of carbohydrates, and only 9 grams of fat. So still a fantastic reduced fat meal with a great protein intake and super easy. Looks like we've got the cook temperature that we're looking for. Okay, there we have it. We've got the 160 cook temperature that we're looking for. So we have this done now. So the only thing left now is just to plate it and get it served up. So there we have it. We got 1 plate of chicken, beans, and greens. So that wraps it up for this episode of BC Fit Kitchen. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us. We very much appreciate you guys watching these videos. Like the video. We'd love to bring more to you, so subscribe. If you subscribe, hit the bell. The bell will ding you every time a new one comes up, and we can stay connected. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.